not really recommended to do a lot, but trust me, it's gonna keep on going. Right. I can put the back next one. I'll take it through. Okay, gentlemen, budgets are very important. Be a rubber sleeper at all times. Chest, waist, flexing, very the individual tends to confirm the quick link. Are we together? Alright. We are going to cover 3 systems today. Fall arrest system, work positioning system, and the restraint system. Are we together? But now, the way we address it right now, this is what we refer to as fall arrest equipment. Fall arrest equipment. By the time when I do this, I'm now on fall arrest system. You are on fall arrest equipment. I'm on fall arrest system. You only need 3 items to create a fall arrest system. Number 1 is the anchor, where you are actually going to connect point. Are we in agreement? So this type of anchor point is self-identified. It's temporary. Then those type of anchor points that you see now, those are permanent or planned anchor points. They are engineered to be there. Are we together? We call them also safe points. Alright? Then number 2, you need a fall arrest device. In this video, I'm on my double shock absorbing lens. And number 3 is the harness. The 3 must be interlinked together. Though the system does wonders at 3 meters going above. Are we together? Alright. Let's talk about the do's and the don'ts. You can't go this route. This is wrong. If you slip and slide, definitely you're going to break these hooks. This is the weakest point of the hooks. Number 2, you can't also go this route. Can you see here? If you slip and slide, you will definitely also break the hooks. But this happens in 3 stages. Number 1, when a person is not trained. Number 2, when the individual does not have resources. Number 3, when the anchor point of the beam is a bit bigger and hooks can't fit, individuals will think that this would be the way. Let's say the hooks cannot fit, then what must you use? If the hooks can't fit, what are they? Yes, very good. Anchor slings. Are we in agreement? Thank you so much, gentlemen, for listening intently. Right. So when we are at heights, I wouldn't recommend you to do this. Otherwise, if the wind blows, you will lose the anchors. So I recommend you start here, then you do that. Then it becomes a 2-in-1 exercise. It's only 1 hook per anchors. Are we in agreement? Alright. Then what you can do also is to have the other hook on the side, then the other one connect on the anchor. If you slip and slide, the shock absorber is not going to blow. Number 2, how are you climbing up at a certain time because you are disengaging? So it means at a certain time you are working unsafe. It never says at a certain time you can be unsafe. It says always stay connected. So we can agree. Right. Then as also we have to appreciate that you can go up and down. This is like this. Can you see that? If you have extended the anchor sling, you have actually, thank you, my good office, you have actually increased the falling distance. So in English, we always say shorten your lanyard. Why? To reduce the minimum falling distance. Are we together there? Right. Why are we shortening the lanyard? To reduce the minimum falling distance. So that we can achieve what? Minimum free space. What is minimum free space? It is the space left between your foot and the ground after you have fallen. That is what we refer to as minimum free space. Are we still in agreement? Does this make sense? Are we happy? Any questions on your side? No questions. Alright, let's get into depth. Then now we do have what we refer to as the falling factors or 4 factors. What is this? This is a method or a methodology that is put in place to calculate or to determine how seriousness a fall can be. I'll say this again. A falling factor is a method or a methodology that is put in place to calculate or to determine how travel a depth of 0 meters. Going down before the shock absorber can do it, can arrest your fall, which means it's a good connection. It's a must connection. It's a thumbs up connection. It's a good connection. Are we together? Then secondly, sometimes if you exceed in height, as you have said, you might not have that option to connect to 4 factor 0, right? The second option, again, shoulder height and then to your waist. Can you see that? This part of your body is like the 1. So which means if your hooks are here, it's 4 factor 1. If you slip and slide, as you go down, you travel a depth of 1 meter, going down before the shock absorber can arrest your fall. Are we still in agreement there? Does this make sense? Alright, then the Mambara or Maraba start connection, it becomes in a situation whereby, right, when you see an individual having their hooks on their hips, knees, or foot, just like so, you must know there's no equipment coordination, there's no good training. Alright? Why? Because this is 4 factor 2 and we do not connect to 4 factor 2. Why? If you slip and slide, you're going to do 2 meters going down before the shock absorber can arrest your fall, which means it's a dangerous connection. Are we still in agreement? How do you recall 4 factor 2? It's now waist going down. You've got 2 feet. We don't want it to be there. Alright. So good connections are from your waist to the highest point to the waist at all times. Am I speaking with someone? Are we in agreement? Alright, let's do a quick assessment. Shoulder height for factor. Why is it? It's like you're not sure. We need to hear the voice. Can you see my voice projection? You can hear me clear. Yes, I need to hear also loud and clear. Shoulder height for factor. Shoulder height, waist. Waist going down. Let's just do this again. Shoulder height. Shoulders, waist. Waist going down. So now, another question about that. At what height do we start appreciating working in height? At what height? Wrong. We start appreciating working at height before the foot gets off the ground. Are we together? That's the correct phrase. And where there is a possibility of a fall exists. Alright? Okay, so what are we saying? If I want to take an ascent, I have to connect as high as possible, shorten the lanyards, connect as high as possible, shorten the lanyard, shock absorber stays on the shoulder. Alright? Check it, this right hand, it has to stay on the outer side as I do the line. If it's in the inner side, the moment I try and it's going to grow. So the best is to chuck it inside so that there is connection that can keep on going. Right, because when you have this right information, already no equipment coordination. Right gear, no idea. Can you see that? So now, I was supposed to stop here. Can I move more than the center? Right. Open the hand. Right. Waist level. Open the hand. Stay on the shoulder. Right. Take it high. Are we happy? Makes sense. Coming down, can I go there? Alright. Go up. Go down. You don't go up. You don't go down. Go up. Right. Please be advised that today we will climb this comfortably from the side. One, we want to assimilate good ways of climbing, maintaining 4 factor, 1 and 0, and making corrections if we may need. The normals or the norm, obviously we use the staircases on side. Are we together? So don't get confused. Say, we were on training, we were climbing it on the outlets. No. that we understood each other what's happening. Are you guys ready? Alright. Take charge, take positions, connect as high as possible. Let's go. Connect as high as possible. Shorten the linears, shoulder over all the shoulder. I'm on standby, I want to see that one quickly. Connect as high as possible, shorten your linears, shock absorber on the shoulder. Please show me that one.